We're going to go over the courts of Mississippi, what they do, what they're for, and how they make their way up to the Supreme Court. As you see on this graph right here, I've done it in blue for limited jurisdiction, then goes up to green for your general jurisdiction, then you have the red, which is going to be your last stage of courts in Mississippi. All right, when we talk about limited jurisdiction, we're talking about they're limited to some sort of fashion. General, same thing. They have a more broad aspect of what they can and can't do on up. To start the limited jurisdiction course, we're going to go with the youth court. Youth court is for the people under 18. Your juveniles, they handle abuse, neglect, and offenses committed by juveniles. If there's no youth court, it goes to your county court. Then if there's no county court, then it goes to chancery court. Those are going to be the ones that handle your juveniles. The next one's going to be intervention court. So far as of 7/1 of 2020, there's 44 intervention courts. Intervention courts used to be called drug court. Some people still call them drug court, but their technical name for them now is intervention court. If you have to go to intervention court, that's for rehabilitation, drug treatment, intense supervision, drug testing. They have really strict rules. Next court we're going to go to is your municipal court. That's for all your municipalities. Fancy word for saying your city court. There's 237 courts with at least one judge per court. They are misdemeanor crimes, municipal ordinances, and traffic crimes. Initial appearance, bonds, and preliminary hearings, pretty much what they cover. If they don't go to municipal court, then they go to justice court. Justice court has 82 courts with 197 judges. Justice court also is your misdemeanor crimes, small claims, 3,500 or less. Your traffic crimes that are non-municipal, which means they were wrote by an officer that was not in the municipality. They also do initial appearance, bonds, preliminary hearings. Then they also do search warrants. County courts. There's 22 courts with 30 judges. They're in charge of the misdemeanor crimes, civil claims up to $200,000, traffic crimes, non-municipal, initial appearance, bond, and preliminary hearing, search warrants, and non-capital felony. Circuit court. You have 22 districts with 57 judges. They're in charge of felony crimes, civil claims that are greater than $200, and appeals and jury trials. Chancery court has got 20 districts with 52 judges. In Chancery court, they go over land disputes, domestic relations appeals, juveniles, estates, guardianships, and mental commitments. You can have a jury trial if requested. Okay, your Supreme Court, you got 9 justices, last resort among state courts. Then you got your Court of Appeals, which is 10 justices. Where the cases are assigned by the Supreme Court, this is the error correction court. All right, let's go into a little bit more detail. We go back to the main graph. We'll start with your municipal court. So municipal court, if you appeal something, it could go to your justice court or county court, which usually if you're going to have appeals, you're going to have a lawyer. But the reason why I did these in different colors, because once you start appealing stuff in your limited jurisdiction courts, like your blue courts right here in the graph, they're going to go up to your green courts. Once you appeal from there, they go up to the Supreme Court. Then the Supreme Court will assign cases to the Court of Appeals. The Court of Appeals hears cases assigned by the Supreme Court. The Court of Appeals is an error correction court. It hears and decides appeals on issues in which the law is already settled, but the facts are in dispute. The Supreme Court may review Court of Appeals decision. If the Supreme Court declines review, the decision of the Court of Appeals stands. Supreme Court. Appeals which go directly to the Supreme Court include annexations, bond issues, constitution challenges, death penalty cases, disciplinary matters involving attorneys and judge, election contests, certified questions from federal court, utility rates, cases of first impression, issues of broad public interest. Here's your Supreme Court justices. Then you got your Court of Appeal justice. I'm going to put up the different courts, the areas with the districts and information. So if you want that, pause it. That way you'll know which one you're in. This is going to be your circuit court districts. Give you a second to pause it if you need to. We're going to move on to your chancery court districts. They're right here. Pause it if you need to. Got a few seconds. Move it on. These are going to be your county courts right here. Pause it if you need to. I will also link the Mississippi government page for courts in the description below, so if you want to see on that, it's going to be there. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a great day.